I'm on my way to interview an owner of an interesting car. I'm just on my way to Awabba to have a bit of a chat with Jeff about his Datsun 1600 rally car. Now Awabba's about an hour up the road, so I'll see you then. I'm here talking to Jeff about this wonderful old Datsun 1600. Now, did you build this car, or was it a car that you bought as a rally car?
Yeah, so it was previously a vehicle from the Barker family. I don't know if you know. So it was actually Mick Barker's car originally. We purchased and went and picked it up from Bega. And since then, it's come a long way. I don't think anything's the same on the car. Even the roll cage has changed. Actually, the only thing that's still original was the rear cross member.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole car, every arm, everything's been changed since purchasing the car.
Yeah.
Even panels. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's obviously a Datsun. What, is it a 1600 or
L20? Yeah. So
that's the 200D engine.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a 2 litre. Jamie Waterhouse at Waterhouse Auto Care, he built this car and he tunes it, and he still maintains it to this day. So it's got the Navara bottom end, the 2.4. Yeah, so.
And it's running twin Webers?
45mm Webers.
Yep, yeah. Yep. And the gearbox is what a...
It's actually an S15 6-speed gearbox.
Is that the Mazda gearbox? Or?
No, it's a Nissan Silvia
gearbox,
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which cut the bell housing in section, the bell out. So the front half's an L series bell housing, the back half's a S15.
Right, so there was a bit of engineering to make that fit.
Yeah, Jamie, same thing, he did that, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a guru with these cars.
Well, that's the wonderful thing about rallying Datsuns is that everybody knows everything. If you pick a silly car like a Triumph, nobody knows what to do.
Yeah, true.
Now, when we go through the diff, is that like a limited slip or a...
Yeah, so that's a CAS 2-way LSD, yeah. It's a 4:8 ratio now. Used to have the 5.1, but it's a bit, sort of didn't have very good top speed, but it still doesn't have the best top speed. But it's not really needed for most of the rallies around. It sort of pays for itself in the tight stuff rather than the long straights where it's just not that many.
How did you rally without a limited slip? Have you ever rallied?
Originally it was welded.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you have to adapt much to that change?
It was different. The one thing I found with the LSD is the setup to the corners a lot better. Yeah. Because it's not biting and trying to fight against you.
Yeah. It's not pushing you so much, you know.
So the 2-way is a good aspect as well. Yeah. Because you can still get it to break in like a lock diff. Right. But also it can be open on the entry to a corner too if you need it. So,
yeah. What about the drive? The axles now, are they CV jointed?
Yeah, they're a custom CV, same thing, Jamie Waterhouse, yeah. The tail shafts I'd say a custom thing, yeah. Yeah, right. Still just uses the Skyline yoke. And,
and rear brakes are...
They're Commodore.
So
Commodore, VK Commodore front caliper.
Yeah, and the front would be a Commodore too,
Skyline, no, they're a... Nissan Skyline.
Yeah.
4-pot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of differences. I interviewed someone about a Datsun. I think it was a Mazda RX-8 brakes or something.
Yeah, they're weird and wonderful. Yeah, it's good and bad because when you go to replace parts and things, you've got to try and remember what's what.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's got Magna rear rotors. So just...
And knowing the model of Magna and what have you, because everywhere you go now,
a lot of things are discontinued, and so
I know I go to buy parts, and I know they're off something else, but I don't know the actual model. And these days, the old spare parts place aren't a matter of having a look at it.
That's right.
They want to
You have to order it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got
you got to know exactly what it is.
So, okay, you've been rallying it for a while, I assume.
Yeah, I don't even know. I think I've been rallying for 10 years at least.
Right.
Yeah, I've had 3 1600s.
Right.
This is the third one. I had a road car which was never a rally car, which we bought to turn into a rally car, but it was too nice, so we ended up selling that as an original car. And then I had a more carnicross style one that we prepped for rally, I think did 2 events, and then I met Mick and he was telling me he was going to sell this car, and I basically said, I'll buy it when you sell it.
Right.
And he let me know when he was selling it, and then yeah, we bought it.
Now rally drivers aren't really rally drivers if they don't have some sort of story about not staying on the road. So
yeah.
Have we left the road at any point?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I surely have. Nothing. Oh, actually, I like Mini Dalla Rally and AMSAG Rally. I don't know what year, way back, there was a blind crest and the road went left over the crest, and I was probably a gear too high for the corner and we just didn't turn. Ended up in the bank, smashed all this pillar, front guard, rear quarter, windows, but rear arms, the front arm snap. Yeah, this has been on the chassis aligner a couple of times.
Right.
The rail's been bent but straightened out. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But I wouldn't say too crazy bad. Yeah. Like, I mean, that ended our rally. I drove out of the stage, but the rear brake lines actually caught fire because the arm was bent that much that it was just rubbing the caliper, and it caught fire and burnt back the brake line, so I lost complete brakes. And I mean, I was going to clamp it off and continue the rally because we were in the lead for the championship that year, and it turns out I didn't need to go back out because we had already secured the win anyway. So I just put it on the trailer.
Now, what about mechanically? Have you had any major not finishes? You know,
in the early days, the original engine, 2 pistons left the block.
Right.
But other than that, there's always something, always little things. You know, you're always chasing something. There's always something's not right, whether it's pulling under brakes or the power's not quite there.
But as far as dropping out of rallies go,
I must admit, Jamie's good at what he does. That's why I always go back there.
So what's the future though? Are you looking at stepping up rallying, maybe 4-wheel drive car, or are you happy with this?
I have done a bit. I did a bit of tarmac stuff as well in a front-wheel drive Clio, so paddle shift and all that. I like the tarmac, so it's sort of a bit boring. Everything feels slow motion.
Until it lets go, then it becomes fast motion.
You feel like you're going slow, you're down on power, and you look at the speeds, and it's 200 kilometres plus, and you're like, okay. But otherwise, I do prefer gravel. But the focus at the moment is Alpine Rally in December. So tomorrow, actually, this engine will come out tonight after this event. A new engine Jamie Waterhouse is building, KA, the Navara KA 2.4. Right. Twin cam.
So, okay, so we're going radical then.
So hopefully to get a bit more power out of it. Plus, at the moment, this is kind of tired, I'd say. Like it's done a lot of rallies. So it was one way or the other, rebuild this and spend a lot of money to try and get more power out of this, or it's almost a cheaper option to do that, the Navara engine.
So, all right. Now, motorsport cars tend to get under your skin a little bit, well, for me anyway, because of the adventures you've had with them. So for me, it's put them in the shed and they're there till I die. Is this something you're going to put in the shed till you die, or if someone come along and you've got to go, I'll sell this and buy something else?
Yeah, for sure. No, that's probably the reason I haven't gone four-wheel drive or anything like that, is because when I bought this car, I've had it for many years. I don't even know, it'd have to be 8 years or more. And I mean, the value of these has gone up so much now. Like, it's not worth getting rid of. The amount of time I've spent on this car, it's not
Yeah.
worth the
Yeah.
money that it's worth, sort of.
That's one of the problems with rallying now. When I was rallying,
Yeah.
you went to the wreckers basically and bought an old Ford Escort or an old Datsun,
Yeah.
and you built a rally car. Now to buy the base unit, if you're going old,
Yeah, that's...
you know, like I see Ford Escorts on the internet, and it's a pile of junk and it's 10 grand, you know, and you go, whoa.
Yeah, well, I've seen rolling shells of these for 12 grand and things, like, because I thought about buying a shell to have as a spare, but
Yeah,
there's no way.
Yeah.
I wish I kept the other two, is what I'm looking back now.
Yeah.
The original one I had, the road car, yeah, it would be worth a fortune now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
Yeah.
I sold, even at that time, it was like $7,000 when I sold it or something.
Yeah, I have a big list of cars in that area at any rate.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for that little chat.
That's all right.
Yeah. I'm Quack McMullard. Bye for now.